were seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's first and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Dowdle now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line. First and 10. First down. Here's Dak. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and he fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate, and a lot of guys. Got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't.
Daniels throwing on third. Finds a man right side. He'll have the first down and even more. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Point after from Ahmed is good. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Dowdle now to return it. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And they get this down to the 7-yard this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. They aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
To borrow from my buddies in the game of golf, this may be the time where you're playing for par. Forget about birdies and forget about that touchdown. Now it's about recouping some of this lost yardage and feeling good about yourself and making sure, at a minimum, you get 3 on the board.
And this is down all the way to the 3.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Flip to the kicker. Oh, he's running! And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Hey, listen, if you're going to make that call, you better be sure you're going to pull it off. Failure? Well, failure takes points right off the board.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Flush down out to his left.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Prescott. Catch made by Cooks. Free inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! The Commanders have it! And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Defense.
We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready?
Daniels. And a man is there to knock that away. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So it'll be 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Oh, he trucked that defender. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Daniels now. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10. This drive will begin with a hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. And a really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to land. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're hoping to convert here on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead off the turnover. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Ahmed good on the extra point. And the Commanders take a 3-possession lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cowboys and Ezekiel Elliott just about set to get going on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. From the 27. He lofts it deep left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different. Tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, here's Daniels. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Cowboys offense headed out there. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Dak now from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. Cowboys punting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Punt meets him at the 28. He picks up 16 on the good return. And the Commanders will go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Daniels from the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah, 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Elliott. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Again, here's Elliott. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. He's going deep this time. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Point after from Ahmed is good. And the Commanders make it a 24-point ball game. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Turpin with a return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. Guys hitting blocks downfield. The back who can show off his wheels.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Cowboys in possession. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He's gonna keep it this time. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Daniels. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Ahmed good on the extra point. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Daniels on 1st down. Sheds off a rusher. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They're now set for 1st and 10. And wait, what's this? They fake the spike. And they take him down right along the 30. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has this place buzzing.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Eckler goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, some adjustments in store, no doubt about that. They're headed to the locker room trailing as he kneels to end this 1st half. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our... The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Chris Rodriguez now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
Let's go now.
This is Eckler on second. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Get it.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball.
Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Commanders pick this one up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Dowdle now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught him yet. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Rodriguez on the return. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play fake here, Daniels. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Daniels throwing on third. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 25. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, Daniels to the air. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to...
And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just one off that single-game record. That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue adding on to that lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Dowdle now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. Oh, I don't think so. And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Has it in close. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Cowboys put at least a tiny dent into that lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Aubrey Good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut into the lead by another point. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Rodriguez on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The command... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Let's go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they faked the spike. They're going to throw. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. And he fakes the spike. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. one right down the middle. And the Commanders tack on 7 more to their lead. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Dowdle now to return it. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Throwing on first is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running the counter, Elliott. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They get 2 yards on the run. It's 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. He's returning this from his own end zone, everybody. That excitement. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
And they're going to throw. No spike. Trying to catch him off guard. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
To throw, Daniels. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders running them out of the building. Ahmed now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Turpin with a return. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And Washington finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown!
Wait, generally, what even happened there? I didn't even see. All I saw was the ball just bounce into my arms. Okay, so he got hit. The ball's there. That's so weird.
The Commanders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Point after from Ahmed is good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Dowdle now to return it. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Daniels. Escapes his grasp. Diving for the goal line, and it's not free! And the Cowboys scoop it up.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, yeah, season. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Massive hit. The ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Escapes out to the left. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And that run makes some history for him. He's now topped the previous record for rushing in a game by a QB. The previous mark of 181 was held by Colin Kaepernick since those 2013 playoffs, and the mantle now belongs to this guy. And whatever total he reaches before the end. Touchdown, Washington! Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Turpin with a return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. First down, here's Dak. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go.
Now Daniels off the play action. He sends this one to the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Turpin with a return. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And all game they have... Oh, what a hit! Charge the ball loose! And the Commanders pick this one up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Commanders running them out of the building. So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more.
Let's go now.
Keeping it on the ground. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Turpin with a return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, Prescott. This finds Cooks, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Cowboys just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Dak now from the gun. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it at the 5. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Dak throwing again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Another throw for Prescott. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Cowboys making the scoreboard look a touch better. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys take 7 points off the deficit. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Rodriguez on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Search. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. So not with his arm, but with his legs that he enters the record book, partner. That's the most rushing yards in a game for a quarterback.
I know, Kate, you and I share this thought on any given...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Prescott here from the gun. He's got a man left. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now Dak to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Now Prescott. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
Doesn't that just sum it up in some way? Even when you do something positive, not on this day, not for this team, something still goes wrong. At this point, guys might just want to throw up their hands and say, what does a block really matter? But you know, and I know, coaches hate that attitude. It's the antithesis of that, to give up a block in that situation.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. And that one's gonna fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So it's 2nd down coming up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came in winch on the way